Hello everyone, it's a review on the Little People Klip Klop Princess Stable by Disney. It's a Disney princess toy, and we're going to see how this thing works, and there's lots of features to it, so we're going to try to get to them all, and we're going to see if this is maybe the right thing for your Disney princess fan. So with that, let's see how it works. Okay, the point of the toy is that it's Klip Klop, so let's watch as Rapunzel goes down. So it comes with Rapunzel and Aurora. And unfortunately, they don't go down all the different slides on the castle. You'll see that there are quite a few of them, both in the front and the back. Lots of different play areas, and it does have music to it too. So right there you can see how they can go up the front. And then she can go down the back. So there's lots of little slides that they can work on. There's lots of attention to detail within the castle itself. So you can see that right there you have Luminaire. Coming down below you have Mrs. Potts and Chip, Cogsworth, and a variety of different things from Cinderella to Tangled to all the way up to Belle. So right there is Pascal, the floating lantern. So we're going to see how this thing works again, and next we're going to see the music and how it interacts with the horses. Okay, the princesses can fit right here on this little turnstile, so you can see underneath. You turn them and the music comes on. And while it might be difficult to see, there's a light that comes across right there. I'll point to it, the little light shield. And how this works, and you'll see it on the front of the castle too, is that when the princess goes through with her horse, the light shield triggers, and it causes a horse sound, and kind of a clapping sound with the horses itself. So now let's look at it from the front. So you can see here that this is the back of the stable, the back of the castle, which leads to the front of the stable, which is right here, and then the back. So let's see the back of it now and see how it looks. Okay, now we're seeing the other side. So this is the front of the tower, the back of the stables. So you can put your princess in right here and have her walk down. And then also right here at the top, and there's a side. And then of course on the right here is the actual stable itself for the horses. So we'll see how the stable works next, and how there's actually even a feeding trough for it. Okay, so here's the stable, here's the feeding trough, so you can put the little feeding trough in for the horse, and then when they're done, they can simply take the feeding trough out and put the horse back in. Now you notice it does take a little bit to get them to clip clap, but nothing too bad, so that it's able to work pretty easily. Now we're going to look again here on the front. And you can see the horse. Now smaller hands will work better than my larger hands, so my 3-year-old does a much better job. Now there's 3 volume settings to the castle. It does require 3 AA batteries, which are not included, and there's also the point about assembly. The assembly for the castle takes about maybe 5 minutes or so. It's pretty easy, and the longest part is actually putting the stickers on. So not a big deal for Santa on Christmas morning to put this thing together. No special skills, and there's a grand total of 3 screws that are required to be put in. Now additional princesses like Belle here can be purchased separately. So if you want to have Ariel or Cinderella or Belle in addition to Rapunzel or Aurora, you can buy those as well. So there you have it. Okay, my final verdict on the Fisher-Price Little People Klip Klop Princess Stable, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. It's a fun toy for children probably up to about age 5. until they grow out of it. Now, younger children will like it, but it might be a little tough at times for them to get the princesses to balance and to get them to Klip Klop without any problems. However, my daughter enjoys it at 3, and of course, it's a matter of that she likes princesses, Disney princesses, and she likes horses. So this is kind of the perfect fit for her. Now, other children might like the Fisher-Price Little People castle instead, that doesn't have horses, and they don't Klip Klop, but it has some other features. But for our family, this is probably the perfect Princess Stable toy. So we're going to give it 4.5 stars. I wish princesses were a little easier to manage, and maybe it had a couple more different sounds, but for the most part, it's going to be a pretty hard toy to beat.